What is up, everybody? Keith Jameson, go back guy to 31. Across the DFS industry, we are back. More really crappy Champions League on Wednesday. But, today went okay. Played two Chelsea forwards, play Ziyech, make it work. So let's plan to do the same tomorrow. And then bonus, I'll give you a quick little overview of the 3-game EPL slate. Crazy thing, EPL and Champions League. Should be a fun day. Quick reminder, like, subscribe, comment. Gonna do all this in like 10 or 12 minutes. So let's get to it. Start with the shit de la shit. Atletico versus Manchester United. Holy no floors on Atletico. I don't really want to play anybody. I'll tell you the one thing that's interesting to me is Koke has been left out of the squad. Carrasco's out of the squad. Sets are probably Lamar. And Correa's been taking some too, but Hector Herrera, it's like 3.2 or 3.3K. He can take some sets. Also half decent for DFS, being rumored to the Dynamo in MLS. Hashtag so rare people. But he should be right there. I think he's interesting for a punt. But the rest of Atletico, I think it's GPP. I don't know if anybody cash. I don't really want to play Lamar in cash. Don't really want to play Correa. I would if he was like cheaper, but 7.1. I prefer Ajax guys. Kuna, Felix, Suarez. Not great DFS. Mindrava, though, he is like Simeone's boy. He doesn't like want to cross midfield, so not a great left back for DFS. So not much on Atletico, GPP only, but I think it's a decent option to let go. Atletico wins 1-0 or 2-0. They're not really a 2-0 team anymore, but if they are, pair goal scorer with Oblak, rock and roll. Manchester United, not a great floor team either. Bruno, I do want to talk about Bruno, even though my son likes Encanto. But Bruno, I think, is easy in the slate. Atletico gives up DFS goodness. So play Bruno. Shaw, if you have the salary, he's been taking a majority of the corners. But, that's the only time he crosses the ball on corners. So he is, super corner dependent. Kind of almost like a central line midfielder, but he's fine. He's sub 6K. It works. But I really want Shaw and Bruno. I think it's an easy slate to fade. Cristiano. His ownership might be low enough, though, that it might make some sense to play him in GPP. Stack him with Sancho or Rashford or Anthony and now what is it? I don't remember the kid's name. The youngster's name on the right. I'm gonna say it right, but it's 20. He's a very good player. Pogba looks interesting, but I don't think he fits on the slate. That's that game. I know the excitement level is through the roof, but barely a favorite. Whatever. Ajax is what we want to talk about. So let's just go to Ajax. They are minus 133 favorite. Ajax, incredibly DFS friendly. I think both of your forwards are probably coming from here. So Dusan Tadic, to me, is just like a lock. I didn't really care what his salary was, but I don't think it was crazy. It was like 10-2 or something. And then he's been splitting stuff with Steven Bergwijn, who plays more like a number 10. He and Tadic will interchange. Tadic stays on the left mostly, but can come in the middle too. Those two, I think, are great forward options for floor. And then, depending on how you want to attack the slate, I don't necessarily know that Ajax is going to come into Benfica and score 5 goals, but I do think they're going to get a decent chunk of goodness. Benfica is a good team, but just not on the level of Ajax. So Haller, I think is fine, but probably more GPP suited. It's definitely going to need a goal or assist to get there, whereas Bergwijn and Tadic can get double digits without those. That's really it from Ajax. Anthony, great young player, good GPP play. But, these are the floors, Tadic and Bergwijn. None of these fullbacks are really going to do much for you DFS-wise. Blend, they're going to do a lot of square passes back to each other, not big crossers. For Benfica, if João Mario is in, he takes sets. If he's not in, it'll be Grimaldo. Grimaldo would then become one of the better fullbacks on the slate. But if João Mario is in, based on Grimaldo's price, I think he's hard to play. I would put Luke Shaw ahead of him. Lazaro's cheap. Lazaro does in the past used to cross the ball. Haven't been seeing as much for Benfica, but he's super cheap and has that ability to cross. Darwin Nunez is a good player. That's about it. It's another one of these slates that it's not that much fun to build. Kind of sucks. I know you're tuning in to get excited about Champions League, and this dude over here is sucks. But anyhow, just the truth. So play Tadic, play Bergwijn, probably play Bruno. There goes a ton of your salary. Find value. See how it goes. It's just the same as today was. Just It is what it is. All right, let's go to Premier League, which is kind of the same because we got Liverpool as minus 600 favorite. I think you're just going to be stacking Liverpool. So, I think Salah. I think the biggest decision on the slate is like, do you go Salah or Son? I'll choose Salah. I think it's a really decent letdown spot for Spurs, but I could be wrong. But, Mane's too cheap. So I think you play 2 Liverpool forwards. We should probably see the big-time Liverpool fullbacks back. You can do them. I made the case this weekend that if Trent was in, you could have faded him. He's back. His price went down. I think it's a great spot for both Trent and Andrew Robertson. You can probably do the normal Liverpool, right? You play 2 forwards, 2 fullbacks, and it works. But I wouldn't fault you for skipping one over one. You could get a fullback like Kiko Firmino, who still took some sets with Luza on. I think Luza is a great little value play as well. The Tottenham guys, Sessegnon is okay. Should be a spot where Burnley's going to sit back, play on the counter. That doesn't suit Tottenham at all, by the way. We saw Tottenham's best is when Conte can game plan and Conte can play on the counter like they did versus City. But, I'm kind of off Spurs here. Not really on Burnley either. Brownhill and McNeil should be on the Brownhill and Cornet should be on the corners. McNeil, some random ones. Palace will get Gallagher back. I think he's fine if you go more balanced. But I think the biggest decision you're going to do is just how much Liverpool is there, and then you just pick apart the value. So it's like 2 slates where you just pick the studs and then, you get your value right, and that'll decide things. So that'll do it. Hope it helps. I know it's kind of scatterbrained all over the place, but that's what just kind of really kind of crappy building sites do to you. It's just like you go, oh man, is it really this simple that I just plug in the best players and then, it's like the old NBA DFS, right? Where it's just true stars and scrubs. I think that's what tomorrow is. So hope it helps. Good luck, everybody. With that, I'll say, see you.